What samurai almost always needed when going to war, but it depended on the wealth of each samurai, was armor. Samurai armor is called Yoroi or Kachu, and the most well-known type globally is armor from the 16th century. However, samurai armor has been used in the context of samurai since the 11th century, and was reused during the Boshin War before being completely discontinued in the late 19th century. In modern times, Japan still maintains this soft power alongside the sword, with some pieces being purely works of art, and there are also types that the general public can actually wear. Armor that can be used to study history is mostly from the late Edo period onwards. However, the armor that was the legacy of the famous daimyo Kato Kiyomasa was excavated, restored, and used to study the details of armor as well. Samurai armor in the 11th century was mostly made by taking thick buffalo hide, at least 0.2 millimeters thick, sewing it together into plates, applying at least 6 layers of lacquer, and then lacing them together to form armor. During the Heian period, samurai armor was called O-Yoroi, or grand armor. At this time, samurai commonly fought with bows on horseback and preferred unstructured combat, or simply put, one-on-one duels. If they didn't settle it with bows, they would settle it with naginata, pole arms, and finally, they would draw their tachi swords as a last resort. Until the Mongol invasions in the 13th century, armor was developed to be more flexible. During this period, Japanese armor called domaru first appeared and was used until the early Muromachi period. Weapons became heavier, from axes and spears to the use of firearms. In this era, armor had to evolve from buffalo hide to iron, and the technique of sewing armor together with silk and animal hide was developed into riveting and even forging iron into single plates, and shaping them into a circular form to better withstand more dangerous weapons while maintaining agile movement. One prominent characteristic of Japanese armor that is often overlooked worldwide is that it was designed to make it quite difficult to find gaps in the armor. It was possible to sleep while still wearing the armor and even perform bodily functions. That is, one could go to the restroom without having to remove the armor. This meant that before firearms became widespread, a samurai wearing full armor often found that using a tanto, dagger, for close combat might be the best option. Nevertheless, European knights also commonly used daggers to deal with opponents. Samurai armor has several components, including the helmet called kabuto, shoulder guards called sode, armor called kote, the body armor called du, the skirt of the armor called kusazuri, thigh protection called haidate, and shin protection called sunite. Footwear depended on the situation. Sometimes they might use geta, wooden clogs, or straw sandals called waraji. We will delve deeper into each part of the armor in future content. Hope everyone enjoys this content. Please follow and subscribe to see the content I will be making next. Thank you.